Welcome to LakinSports.com and Lakin Bronx Sports on YouTube for the always exciting live coverage of Lakin Lady Bronx basketball. A giant thank you goes out to the sponsors of the live coverage of the Lady Bronx: the Kearney County Bank and the Garden City State Bank, the agency of Lakin and Garden City, Flashbacks Diner of Lakin Drug, Shelter Insurance Gwen Wechter, the Golden Plains Credit Union, the Lakin Recreation Commission, Pioneer Communications of Southwest Kansas, Shorty's Tooth Cafe, the Kearney County Community Development Ralph Goodnight, Hendricks Welding, Brad Hendricks, Lakin Hay and the Lakin Dairy, Fred Ripsima, D-Bach Metals, and the Stampede. It is time now to go courtside with coverage of the Lady Bronx basketball game with the one and only Mr. Brad Hendricks.
Good. There, we're on the air. Good Friday evening. Welcome to Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube, LakinSports.com. Brett Hendricks with you along with Jared Hendricks. Thanks for joining us tonight for Lakin Lady Bronx basketball. The Lady Bronx and the Lady Spartans of Deerfield getting set to do battle here this evening. A whole total of 8 miles separate these two teams, but they don't meet very often. Since 2011, this is the 8th meeting between these two teams. And I think if I was to go back, it's the 8th meeting all time because these teams didn't play before 1971 when a lot of the records for Title IX and women's sports took over in 1971. So, of course, the Bronx and the Spartan boys have a long history. But on the ladies' side, not a real long history. But the Lady Bronx 6-1 against Deerfield since 2011. Just a couple minutes before we get set here, let's look at the starters for the Lady Spartans. They come in 6-12 on the season under head coach Tyson Esslinger. His assistant coach is Katie Hahn. Deerfield coming off a loss Tuesday night to Rolla by the score of 27-21, and Deerfield comes in averaging 27.2 points per game. They start this way. Wearing number 2, a 5'3 freshman, Giselle Sines. Wearing number 3, a 5'9 freshman, Brenda Houghton. Wearing number 4, a 5'6 sophomore, Shaylee Hill. Wearing number 5, a 5-foot sophomore, Alyssa Smith. And wearing number 31, a 5'9 sophomore, Shayla Clark. I don't have any other information. There were no stats on max preps or anything available. So that's basically all we have for the Lady Spartans. Now the starters for your Lakin Lady Bronx. Lakin comes in 8-9 on the season. And I think that's wrong. It should be 9-9. So, yeah, it's 9-9 instead of 8-9. I didn't update my sheet. Lakin coming off a win over Wiley last Saturday afternoon by the score of 55-27. This is how they start. One change in the lineup for the Lady Bronx. Sarah Wright is not here tonight, battling some illness. So, Sarah, we hope you get well soon and get back on the basketball floor. We'll hold it down here while you're gone. Here's how the Lady Bronx started. Wearing number 10, a 5'10 sophomore, averaging just over 7 points per game, Sammy Vogel. Tegan Bachman wears number 20. She's a 5'4 junior, averaging 8 points per game. Jared Davidson wears number 24. She's a 5'9 sophomore, averaging just a hair under 10 points per contest. Kinsey Lohman Fuller, a 5'8 sophomore, will start tonight in the place of Sarah Wright. Kinsey averaging 3 points per game. And the fifth and final starter for the Lady Broncs, wearing number 30, Brooke Groth, a 5'11 junior, averaging 3.5 points per game. The Lady Broncs come in averaging 40.9 points per game, so what the heck, we'll call it 41. They shoot 33% from the field, grab 30 rebounds per game, and they shoot 55.4% from the free throw line. The Lady Broncs under head coach J.C. Holloway in his first year. The assistant is Kurt Leader and Holly Myers. We're going to break for the national anthem. Nice national anthem by the assistant coach of Deerfield High School. And I didn't give the wireless mic down to the scorer's table for the introduction of our lineups. So, I didn't get it down there.
Say, Mom asked me, well, did he take it down because he forgot it last game?
Yeah, I forgot it. But I'm going to need it at the end of the night up here because we're going to get the senior boys a chance to talk about their seasons and their career. And we'll talk to them when we're all said and done tonight after the boys contest. Starting lineups, first for Deerfield, wearing number 2, Giselle Sines, and number 10 for the Lady Broncs, Sammy Vogel. Wearing number 3, Brenda Houghton for Deerfield, and for the Lady Broncs, wearing number 14, Kinsey Lohman Fuller. The final home game for the Lakin Lady Broncs and Broncs tonight. They'll be on the road next Tuesday at Hugoton to round out the regular season before sub-state play starts a week from next Monday. For Deerfield, wearing number 4, Shaylee Hill. And for the Lady Broncs, wearing number 20, Tegan Bachman. Wearing number 5 for Deerfield, Alyssa Smith. And for the Lady Broncs, wearing number 24, Jared Davidson. And for the Spartans, wearing number 31, Shayla Clark. And coming up for the Lakin Lady Broncs, wearing number 30, Brooke Groth. Lady Broncs in the home white uniforms, purple letters and numbers trimmed in gold. Deerfield in the road red uniforms, white letters and numbers trimmed in black. In our first half, Lady Broncs in the white will be going from our left to our right in this first half. I want to bring in Jared Hendricks, our color analyst, and I'll tell you what, more importantly, is the producer and does all of the all the smart work for Lakin Sports and Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube. I was told that you're not able to ever leave again because Nate blamed you for the Elkhart loss last week.
I don't think that was my doing. I don't think I was doing anything on the floor.
Well, you know, he was going to blame you. And you know
That's
what?
fine.
Hey, you weren't there to defend yourself, so yeah, we're going to blame you.
Well, might
you
as
always
well.
blame the guy that's not there, you know.
Yep. I'm fine with that.
Houghton and Sammy to tip things off. Lakin owns the tip. On the left wing, Kinsey. Back to Tegan, now back to Kinsey as they play catch out beyond the arc. Nice big bag of popcorn here, and I didn't have time to eat any of it.
I had some.
Wide open underneath. Brooke lays it up and in. The assist to Tegan. Nice post move underneath for Brooke Groff. Shaylee Hill with it up the far side. She'll be fouled by Groth on the sideline. First Lakin foul. First foul of the contest. Shaylee Hill to inbound for Deerfield along the far sideline in front of the Lakin Lady Bronx bench. Inbounds to Signs. Lakin comes out in a man-to-man. Shayla Clark from the left side hits it from the left side of the paint. And we are tied at 2. Deerfield from the Santa Fe Trail League. The Lady Bronx, of course, in the High Plains League. Jarrah sees the opening on the baseline, steps in, lays it up and in. And the Lady Bronx back on top by 2. Near steal at midcourt. Sammy on the floor with it. And we got a foul. That'll go against Shayla Clark. Shayla Clark's first foul. Lady Bronx basketball. 6:46 to go, opening quarter. First of 2 games here on Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube. Beautiful day out there today. It's going to be a beautiful weekend, but looking like next Tuesday it's going to get nasty again. Sammy leans in, blocked. Brooke with the loose ball. She'll put it up and in and draw the end one. And that foul on Shayla Clark, the 5'10 freshman. It's the 2 first quarter fouls. Brooke Groff with a chance at the 3-point play. Hard off the back of the rim. And Brooke with the long rebound. Up top, Brooke on the left wing. Tegan wide open. Will fire from 3. It's off the back rim. In the battle for the rebound, Kinsey steps in, too short on the attempt. Now Sammy with the putback, too strong. Lady Bronx on those 2 shots needed to split the difference. Deerfield with it, going the other way. Signs with it, near side Clark. Now on the near wing is Alyssa Smith. Shaylee Hill. Back near side to Smith. Signs. Kicks it to Clark on the wing, back out front. Near steal out front. But Smith controls it, and a timeout called by Deerfield. 30-second timeout called by the Lady Spartans. 5:28 to go, first quarter. Lady Bronx on top by 4.
Do you just like doing this on purpose to make me have to go back and switch it, or what?
I know I messed that up. Every time I click on that, it automatically goes to that.
Gotcha.
And I never even look at it.
You can blame it on that. I think you're doing it intentionally.
Well, it needs to go what I need. It needs to go to that automatically, because that's the last thing that I touched on that color coordination. Yeah. It should go to the last thing I touch, not what it thinks. Kinsey with a steal out front. Out in front, has it knocked away by Shayla Clark. And what Jared's talking about is the color of the timeout indicators below the team name. And I did. I changed it to red because Deerfield's red, but I didn't slow down enough to. I wanted to change the Deerfield thing to red.
Yep.
On the inbounds, Jarrett from the right side now kicks it out front to Tegan. Tegan in the paint, bounce pass stolen away by the Lady Spartans. Houghton with it, and she hands it off to Alyssa Smith. Smith goes the other way around Kinsey. Kinsey drives her to the baseline, but a foul called. That'll be the first foul on Kinsey. Did a good job of forcing the ball to the baseline. Maybe just one too many bumps. Inbounds to Shayla Clark, throws it out front. Shaylee Hill runs down the loose ball. Over to Signs. Now to Shayla. Baseline drive. Shaylee Hill steps in and hits it off the baseline. Pulls Deerfield back to within 2. 4.5 to play first quarter. Jarrett from the left corner. Feed to Sammy off the glass. Won't go. Brooke with the rebound, puts it up and in. Brooke with the aggressiveness in the early going here tonight. Near steal in the backcourt, but last touched by Tegan Bachman. Sammy with her attempt just a little bit too strong. Aaron Urey into the lineup for the Lady Bronx. Aaron with 8 points against Wiley last Saturday. Alyssa Smith up the far side. Pass up the floor knocked away by Sammy, and it'll stay with the Lady Spartans.
I think I could have stayed home and took a nice nap the whole afternoon.
Well, that's the problem. You probably did sleep all afternoon.
Not all. Just a little bit.
The longer you sleep, the more tired you feel.
I limited it to an hour. But now did I get straight up after that? No. I might have laid there and enjoyed it a little bit.
Sammy from the elbow, left wing Kinsey from 3. Off the flat of the rim, won't go. And Jared Davidson with the rebound. Kicks it out front. The Lady Bronx will reset the offense. Aaron along the sideline. Pass, Davidson. Scoop on the baseline. She's fouled from behind. Will go to the line to shoot 2. That foul will go against Brenda Houghton.
It's on the floor.
Okay, it was on the floor.
That's what I thought.
Brooke back into the lineup for the Lady Bronx. Kinsey to inbound on Lakin's baseline. Jarrett from the corner, just inside the stripe, hits it. Jared Davidson with 4. Lady Bronx lead it by 6. And a steal by Tegan. Gives it up to Aaron, races up the left side. Bounce pass intended for Brooke was knocked away. Now Kinsey in the paint can't get it to go. Tegan from the paint will get it to fall this time. And another timeout called by Deerfield.
30.
Lakin stretching their lead to 8. It's a 30-second timeout. You know what? We're going to jump in and get one in anyway. We'll be back right after this. Thanks for watching.
The Lakin Recreation Commission has a full fitness room with 5 treadmills, tread climber, rowing machine, 3 elliptical fitness cross trainers, 2 stationary bikes, and strength training fitness equipment. You'll find just what you need for your own quality workout. The fitness room is open for the public's use free of charge during business hours. For use after business hours, Lakin Rec also has a keyless entry system available. The Lakin Rec Commission, always involved with the youth of Lakin, 702 North Campbell, Lakin, 355-7039. The benefits are endless.
Deerfield basketball. Lakin with full court pressure, near steal. Now we've got a tie-up, and the arrow points to Deerfield. Hey, you like how I did some of your work for you on the sheets? You didn't even have to write down the names and numbers today.
Yep.
only
Only thing that screwed me up because Sarah wasn't here.
Yeah, Sarah at the top of the list there.
But she was the top one, so
Yeah.
doesn't mess me up too much.
Foul along the sideline. That foul will go against Brooke Roth, and that's 2 fouls on Brooke. And Sophie Vandernap into the lineup for Lakin. Deerfield inbounds on the far sideline. Alyssa Smith to do the honors. Pass intended for Hill. Knocked away by Yuri, but last touch by Shaylee Hill, and it'll go back to Lakin. Just under 3 minutes to go first quarter. Lakin with their biggest lead at 8. Reagan Shavira into the lineup for Lakin. Yuri fires from the left side. Three-pointer, nothing but net from that left wing. Lady Bronx now on top by 11. Signs up the far side, hands it off to Hill. Hill from the short baseline. It's off the front of the rim. Tegan Bachman with the rebound. Up the floor, over the head of Jarrah. Can't catch up to it. He'll go back to the Lady Spartans. Good idea, just a little strong on the pass. Kinsey back into the lineup for Lakin. Lakin 6-1 against Deerfield since this, I don't know if it's really a rivalry, but this county matchup was reinstated back in 2011. Up the floor, Houghton missed the layup. She's fouled on the putback. No,
over the back.
She's over the back, gets the foul. Second foul on Brenda Houghton. Fourth team foul on Deerfield. Two minutes to play, opening quarter. Lady Bronx on top by 11. Aaron from the corner. Pass near side, Reagan. Reagan will take it to the baseline, and her pass stolen away by Alyssa Smith. Smith out in front. Crosses over, goes to the floor, and it's a turnover going back to Lakin. Bounce pass up the floor. Kinsey got it, and she's fouled. I love the pass by Erin Yuri that time. Nice skip pass up in front. She got it in stride. The foul is on Ingrid Gardea. Her first. She just entered the ball game during the last timeout. Sammy Vogel back into the lineup for the Lady Bronx. Kinsey with a chance at the three-point play here. Kinsey shooting 55% from the free throw line, 11 of 20. And that one's short, but Ann Sophie with the rebound. Turnaround too strong off the back iron. Sammy with the rebound, finally gets it to drop. First basket of the night for Sammy Vogel. Foul along the baseline. Foul is on Kinsey Lumen-Fuller. That's her second foul. Nayeli Monroy into the lineup for the Lady Bronx. 1:23 to go, first quarter. Smith trapped on the baseline, looking for the outlet, finds Giselle Sains. Actually, Giselle Signs. Sorry about that. Alyssa Smith on the wing. Signs with the cutter, but the pass too far out in front. It'll go back to Lakin with 1:06 to go in this opening quarter. Shayla Clark back in the lineup for Deerfield. Reagan with it across the timeline, far side to Nayeli, to Aaron. They play catch. Now back near side to Reagan. Aaron from the right corner, three. Too strong off the back iron. That looked good when she let it go from our angle here. Now a whistle.
Kick ball, I believe. Well, maybe. I don't know.
I thought he cut.
It looked like he stuck out his leg.
Well, I thought so, but if you're on offense, you don't get a kickball, do you?
That's what I thought. I've been called for it in town team.
Yeah, but that's a whole different set of rules.
Offensive kick shouldn't be.
Yeah. Rebound off the
that's what he called.
hands of Aaron, and it'll go back to Deerfield. That's interesting because I didn't think you could get an offensive kick, but
That's what I said too, but I got told I was wrong.
yeah, you gotta love them town team rules, right?
Yeah. Should be the exact same rules, but whatever.
Give on the right side, shot missed by Houghton, and the ball goes to the Lady Broncs. Well, the thing about that town team, though, I mean, that's the upcoming future NBA stars, you know.
Yeah.
They play by NBA rules.
I'm one of them.
Oh, are you? Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
With my airballed layup the other night.
Oh, nice. And Sophie steps underneath and hits the layup. And the shot does not go off in time, but the Lady Broncs with a 15-0 run to end the first quarter. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll talk about Jared's NBA dreams.
Yeah, no, we won't.
Right after this. Thanks for joining us for Lady Bronc basketball. We'll be back right after this.
Home improvements that have had to wait. The dream vacation your family deserves. Even college tuition. Garden City State Bank can help you make it all happen now, not someday. With a home equity line of credit, you can borrow up to 90% of the value of your home, and the interest may be tax deductible. Plus, there are no closing costs, no application fees, and no annual fees. A fast, easy, convenient home equity line of credit from Garden City State Bank, a branch of the Kearney County Bank. Subject to credit approval, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Fred Ripsema established the Lakin Dairy in 1997 and is now a leading producer of high-quality milk for human consumption. The Lakin Dairy is proud to be a big part of the Kearney County economy and community. With fantastic, dedicated, and hard-working employees, the Lakin Dairy prospers in the heart of, as Fred calls it, the Midwest Feed Shed. Always supporting the Lakin High School students, the Lakin Dairy, a verified premium operation, is honored to call Kearney County home at lakindairy.com on the internet.
Lady Broncs finished the first quarter on a 15-0 run. They lead Deerfield by 17. The score 21-4. Lakin will have the basketball to start our second quarter. Brett Hendricks along with Jared Hendricks. Thanks for joining us tonight for Lady Bronc basketball. I was told during the timeout that we don't have to worry about talking about Jared's NBA aspirations.
No, not at all.
Aaron from the corner, three over everything, and Sophie with the rebound. She'll give it up to Nayeli. So you're probably NBA 2K?
Yeah, I'm on blacktop. That's what I'm playing.
Oh, okay. Does that mean you're good?
No.
Oh.
That means I'm just messing around.
And Sophie from the free throw line. It's off the back of the rim. Shaylee Hill with the rebound. Outlet to Giselle Sines. And the errant pass out front. And it'll go back to Lakin. Alyssa Smith hard up into the stands. Thank goodness she kept her feet. Substitutions for Lakin, taking Bachman into the lineup. Jared Davidson back into the lineup. Pass intended for Sammy, just out of reach. It'll go back to Deerfield. Alyssa Smith inbound for the Lady Spartans. Finds Shayla Clark. She'll give it up to Sines. Sines double teamed in the backcourt. Now to Smith. Has to hustle to beat the 10 count. Shaylee Hill from the right wing. Back out to Sines. Sines from two from the right wing. And two players are down.
I didn't even see what happened.
That's Tegan down. And there was a Deerfield player, and that's Alyssa Smith. She comes limping away. I saw them both go down, but that's about all I saw. Tegan back up.
Oh, stepped on a foot.
Got stepped on.
No, stepped on a foot.
Okay. But good to see she was back up on her feet, though.
That's never fun.
Oh, no. Well, the thing about it is she stepped on the foot of Alyssa Smith, and she came up hobbled, too. Reagan, off the dribble, hits it off the right elbow. Drive from the right baseline. And that's a charge. Smith driving. Sammy right there with her hands up.
Oh, that was Sammy?
No, the foul was called on Deerfield.
Yeah. but
Yeah,
she got
Sammy
the
drew
charge.
the foul. First foul on Alyssa Smith. Far corner knocked away by Houghton. Pass was intended for Jared Davidson. Nayeli with the inbounds. Out front to Reagan. Deerfield in a 3-2 zone. Lakin showing the 2 high posts. Davidson running baseline. And Sophie. Backside pass. Nayeli tried to get it to Sammy, and it's off the hands of Shayla Clark, and it'll stay with the Lady Broncs. Reagan with the inbound. Finds Sammy. Sammy, one dribble, and gets it to fall. Signs up the floor to Smith. Smith working on Shavira. Bounce pass out front. We've got a tie-up between Jera and Shayla Clark, and the arrow keeps it with Deerfield. 5:51 to go first half. Lady Broncs on top by 19. Lady Broncs finished the first quarter on a 15-0 run. Smith, the runner in the paint, high off the glass. Sammy with the rebound, now stolen away by Smith. And Reagan comes away with it. Actually, it was Brenda Houghton and Sammy battling for that loose ball. Nayeli from the left side, bounce pass. And Sophie missed from the left side, out front, Jera. Toe on the line, off the back iron won't go. Sammy with the rebound and puts it back up. 6 points in this first half for Sammy Vogel. Lady Broncs now lead it by 21. Signs looking for space, gets it across the timeline to Clark. From the left baseline, Houghton off the mark. Davidson with the rebound, outlet to Reagan. Reagan and Sophie out front, crosses over and hits the layup. Lady Broncs in transition. Smith drive, right side. Blocked by Sammy, but a whistle on the play. Sammy and Ann Sophie both were there. We'll see who gets the foul. And that will go against Sammy Vogel. That's her first. 15 foul on the Lady Broncs. Aaron Urey back from the lineup for Lakin. Deerfield inbound on their baseline. Team fouls, Deerfield with 6, Lakin with 5. Clark in the paint, out front to Shaylee Hill. Off the glass, too strong, won't go. Houghton with the rebound. And she'll miss her putback. Shaylee with the rebound on the baseline, looking for help. Ball knocked away. And we've got a foul. Clark was trapped in that low post. Fouls on Ann Sophie, her first. Team 6th. Team fouls even at 6 apiece. Brooke Groth and Kinsey Lumen Fuller back to the lineup for Lakin. Hill with the rebound, takes it to the paint. Now on the right wing, Smith with the toe on the line. Off the glass, got it to go. Alyssa Smith with her first basket. Was that a 3?
2.
Just a 2.
Toes on the line.
Okay. Smith with 2. Urey the 3 from the left side. That's too strong. Kinsey with the rebound. Saves it back into Reagan. Underneath. Brooke battling and gets it. Good effort underneath by Brooke Groth to just battle underneath. Off the glass, too strong by Houghton. Reagan running the loose ball down in the corner. We've got a tie-up, and the arrow points to Lakin. Brooke Groth on that last basket had hands to go up through, went up strong. Brooke with 8 first-half points, leading Lady Broncs in scoring in this first half. 3:41 to go. Lady Broncs basketball. leading by 23. Left wing Naeli. They work it near side to Aaron. And a 3-second violation on Lakin. It'll go back to the Lady Spartans with 3:23 to go in the first half. At the half, we'll have your first half numbers. We'll talk to Bronc head coach Nate Schmidt. Lady Broncs with pressure. Signs up the floor. Clark, the layup, missed. Jarrah with the rebound. Outlet to Naeli. She'll work it to Aaron, who brings it up the floor. 3:10 to go in the half. Near side, Jarrah. Lob into Brooke. One dribble. Off the glass. Got it. Brooke now in double figures with 10. And a steal by Brooke Groth underneath. And a foul in the backcourt. That'll go against Naeli. And that'll take us to the other end of the floor to shoot free throws.
Who was that foul on?
Foul was on Naeli Monroy, her first. At the free throw line, Giselle Signs with a 1-and-1. Free throw no good. Naeli with the rebound, dribbles it out herself, takes it up the far side. Now back on the wing to Aaron. She'll dribble up top. The Lady Broncs will reset it. Feed underneath. Brooke turns off the glass. Good. Brooke Groth now with 14. Brooke has scored the last 8 points for the Lady Broncs.
Make it 10.
Now make it 10. Brooke now with 16. Is that what you got? 14.
I may not have wrote that last one down.
Okay.
Because I don't have it on my scoreboard either.
Yeah, 16. Now it's a 31-point lead for the Lakin Lady Broncs.
Yeah, I didn't write it down.
Okay. I want to go back to last Saturday and thank Roman Lane for sitting in for Jared. Had a good time. Roman setting in.
I wasn't listening, so
And you should have
wouldn't
been.
be able to tell you.
You should have been. Even though you're not here, you should be always tuned in.
I was busy.
Yeah. Deerfield basketball, just over 2 minutes to go first half. Signs up the floor to Hill, drives from the right side. Baseline cut off by Davidson. Now Hill looking for the outlet, stolen away by Jarrah. Outlet pass over the head of Urine into the
To urine?
Aaron Urey. Oh my God. Okay.
Nah, just because you make a mistake, you don't get out of it.
Jarrah steps in off the baseline. Yeah, holy crud. That was horrible. My fault, man. That's not what I said. It's what I meant. Aaron Urey, not Urey.
Not Aaron Urine.
We'll
get that right.
My fault. My bad. Oh my God. I quit. This is officially my. Oh my gosh. Deerfield basketball, 1:20 to go in the first half, leading by 33. Bump out front. Foul will be on Kinsey Loman Fuller, and that's her third. Getting quite a pile there, Jared.
Oh, I always do.
Third foul on Kinsey. That'll send Alyssa Smith to the free throw line for the 1-and-1. Free throw bouncing around and falls in. Second free throw coming up for Alyssa Smith. And got it. Didn't need the whole rim that time. Stops a 12-0 Lady Bronc run. Three from the right side. Off the mark, Sammy Vogel there to clean up the glass and lay it up and in. Back to a 33-point Lady Bronc lead. Shaylee Hill with it on the right wing at the free throw line, stolen away by Sammy. Outlet to Reagan, 45 seconds to go. Shavira in the paint, lob to Jarrah. Now at the free throw line, Sammy off the dribble, goes to the floor. We've got a tie up, and it'll go to Deerfield. .7 seconds to go in our half. Signs with it. Lakin in a 3-2 zone. Ingrid Gardea back into the lineup for Deerfield. Shaylee Hill trapped in the corner looking for help. Nowhere to go. And a 5-second count. I wondered if Deerfield would get a timeout called, but I think they've used 3 already in the first half, haven't they?
2.
Just 2? Okay. So Lakin with the turnover, 10 seconds as Reagan looks over to the bench, 8 seconds as she crosses the timeline. Dish is to Sammy, off balance, won't go. Shaylee Hill with the rebound. And that'll do it for our first half, but a good first half for the Lakin Lady Broncs. They lead it by the score of 43-10. We'll take a timeout. We'll have the halftime numbers for you, and we'll talk to the coach when we return. At Lakin Drug, their mission is simple. They strive to provide professional pharmacy services with hometown hospitality. Lakin Drug's experienced staff leads with compassion and utilizes modern technology to fit all of your individual needs. Whether it's prescription medications or over-the-counter products, Lakin Drug has the answer to all of your questions. Lakin Drug at 610 O'Loughlin Street in Lakin is a proud supporter of the community of Lakin and Lakin schools. On the floor being recognized here at the half, the Lakin Lady Bronc girls wrestling team have qualified for next week's state tournament.
They are also recognized as the American Implement Western Kansas Team of the Week for their efforts. All 4 have qualified for the state tournament. At 101 pounds, freshman Luna Vasquez placed 4th at regionals. At 132 pounds, Ivy Davis placed 4th at regionals. At 109 pounds, junior Josiah Ortiz is ranked number 1 in the state Division 2. She is regional champion and has an overall record of 28-0. Senior Isabel Ortiz at 115 pounds is ranked first in Class 401A Girls Division 2. She also
What an accomplishment for those 4 young ladies.
year for her region. Her overall record is 30-1.
They qualified for next week's girls state wrestling tournament. Best of luck, girls, bring home the gold. We're at the half. The Lady Broncs up on Deerfield by the score of 43-10. Let's look at the scoring first for Deerfield. Alyssa Smith leading the way with 4 points. Giselle Sines, Shaylee Hill, and Shayla Clark each with 2 points apiece. For the Lakin Lady Broncs, Brooke Groth a big half with 16 points. Sammy Vogel follows with 8. Jared Davidson with 6. And Sophie Vandernap off the bench with 4. Erin Yuri with 3. Tegan Bachman with 2, Kinsey Lohman Fuller with 2, and Reagan Shavira with 2. From the free throw line, Deerfield 2 for 3, The Lady Broncs 0 for 2. First of two games here on Lakin Broncs Sports YouTube. Our second game, the Broncs and the Spartans from Deerfield. We talked a little bit. We're now joined by Bronc head coach Nate Schmidt, and I talked a little bit about the girls. Don't have as much of a history against Deerfield because girls really didn't get recognized for a lot of basketball before 1971, which Title IX gave the ladies an opportunity. So the Lady Broncs, their history against Deerfield only goes back to 2011.
Yeah, and I'm sure you're one of the very few people that knows that, Brett, because I sure didn't. So learn something new every day from you.
Okay, Deerfield's last win over the Broncs was in 1958, but we didn't play each other from 1960 to 2011 when it got reinstated again.
Yeah,
So, just something I throw together in my spare time.
Absolutely, yeah, it's good stuff.
But since this, actually going back to 1958, the Broncs have won 9 straight against Deerfield. Since this county rivalry got reinstated back in 2011, the Broncs have not lost to Deerfield since. But I think it's a great deal. I mean, Lakin has owned it this series, but my gosh, 8 miles separates you. You ought to be playing. I really believe that.
Yeah, and there's a lot of good people over there at Deerfield that I've had the opportunity to work with through the scheduling and sports and things like that, and it is good for Deerfield in a sense. Like we play a lot of those games too, where we go play some larger schools and you go to some competitive tournaments. This is a win-win for them.
Yes.
If they were to win the game, like that's huge. If they're competitive in it, and they're probably not going to see anyone like us on their schedule. So that's going to benefit them and playing some tough competition. To make them better for postseason play. And, it's an opportunity for us. As you see tonight, we suited up a few more guys and, try to get them some varsity time. And, but, there's a lot of positives, in playing with us being that close to each other.
I don't have enough lines on my score sheet for as many purple jerseys that are down there.
Well, we had to cut them we had to cut the lines in half when we put them in the book, but so we'll see. See how it goes.
I can imagine. The Broncs getting back on the winning side of things last Saturday against Wiley, and tonight really it doesn't feel like it, but believe it or not, this is the final regular season home game for these Broncs and, importantly, these seniors that are on this team.
Yeah, I mean, it sure goes fast. The season goes fast. Their careers go fast. It's crazy to think it's the last home regular season game. It's crazy to think we play on Tuesday and then it's sub-state time. It goes so fast. It's a long season. It's the longest of any other high school sport, but it seems to go so fast. But it is nice. Our last home game. It looks like we're going to get a sub-state first round game, so that'll be nice. But it's always nice to play at home, and so looking forward to it.
Too bad the Lady Broncs weren't going to be able to grab that home game, but I just don't think it's going to work out with the numbers. But of course, we'll be here on that Monday of Sub-State. Don't know who the opponent is, and we'll wait till that comes.
Yeah.
But tonight, a chance. I talked to Serb before we got started. He's all excited. I told him, hey, you get your chance to talk tonight.
There you go. Yeah, absolutely.
He's been after me.
More than happy to.
He's like, when do we get to talk? When do we get to talk?
Yeah.
Which, you know what? I've always said they can come up anytime they want to. But,
for sure.
But Serb, Connor, and Allen, they'll get their chance tonight.
We'll send them up for sure.
Yeah, I guarantee you, Serb, he might even come up in the fourth quarter maybe. Yeah. He might just say, heck, I'm going up. So.
Well, I'll be more than happy to send them considering we have a long road trip ahead of us tonight. So it'll be a perfect night to send those boys up.
Yes, exactly. I know exactly what you mean. But one of the numbers that I've got, Servando's had a great season, averaging 25 points per game. He's passed a lot of great basketball players in Lakin High School history, but with 8 points tonight, he has a chance to become the number 2 all-time leading scorer in Lakin High School. Of course, he's not going to pass number 1. That would be the 2 or 3 game stretch of all time. But he has a chance to finish his career as the number 2 all-time leading scorer. Who would have guessed 4 years ago?
Yeah. I would have guessed. I guess that's the belief I have in him. But I mean, I know what you're saying. Like,
sure, yeah.
Who would have thought that?
That's not even in your wildest dreams.
So
you just want to play basketball.
The thing that I find the most impressive about it, is probably nobody's ever gonna catch the all-time leader. That's silliness to think that could happen.
Mike Kiesel set that bar pretty high.
However, I look at the players that Serve has played for. Serve has played with 3 or 4 1,000-point scorers.
Yep.
So that's a lot of buckets. And Serve is going to go down as one of the all-time winningest players in school history. So
exactly.
to go down in history as one of the all-time winningest players, to win league like he's done, to win the league tournament like he's done, to be in the sub-state championships as he's done, to have the team success and play with the caliber of players that he's played with, and still be the second all-time leading scorer, to be a 4-year starter, like what an unbelievable career. We tell the guys all the time, leave your mark on this program, and he's one that we're going to be talking for a very long time. Well after we're done and gone, Serve will have left an impact on this program, and he's done it with not only scoring a lot of points, but he's done it with wins, and to me, that's what's the most impressive. So you're never going to be able to argue the all-time leading scorer here,
no.
But you also aren't going to be able to argue someone that is second all time and has won a lot of games. I mean, that's what makes Serve impressive and somewhat in a class by himself.
Well, he was a part of the senior class last year's. That senior class, Dom and those guys, 70 wins through that 4 years. Servando's got a chance to probably be right there, that 70, 71. I think right now they're setting 68, I think it is. But hey, as part of 70 wins in 4 seasons, that's just a testament on just not yourself, but the program itself. And this program is starting to pride itself on winning seasons. So anything less is not acceptable.
And the ones that I think of are the ones that started this whole thing, Brett.
Yeah.
That we celebrate the guys that are reaping the benefits of it, and once the program has been established and built, now you're seeing the wins come. But the guys who started it that year 1, 2, and 3 that didn't get to the win totals that we're getting to now, but they're the ones, they're the teams, they're the players that really got this thing off and running. And we got to find some time to talk about them too. Down the road, because they've been a huge part of the success that we're having as well.
Yes, it definitely has been. And I don't know, we slid off topic or too much tonight, but we didn't get a whole lot accomplished. It seemed like as this season's gone by fast, so did that halftime.
Absolutely, always does.
Hey, best of luck tonight against Deerfield. If you got time, we'll talk to you real quick when we're done. But we're definitely going to turn it over to the boys and let them have some fun tonight.
Sounds great.
All right.
Thanks
Good
for all
luck
you
tonight,
do, Brett.
Coach.
Yep.
You betcha. Ran a little bit over once again, but hey, you know what? That's just what we do. Full timeout called by Deerfield. We'll take a timeout as well. Just underway in the third quarter, just 28 seconds gone, but Deerfield with the full timeout. We'll be back right after this.
Some commercials make it really tempting to buy cheap insurance. That's great if price is the only thing that's important to you. The agency believes cost is important, but protection is what you're really paying for. Rely on the agency to build the policy that protects your property at a price you can afford. Call the agency today at 620-355-6789.
Red Ripsimo established the Lakin Dairy in 1997 and is now a leading producer of high-quality milk for human consumption. The Lakin Dairy is proud to be a big part of the Kearney County economy and community. With fantastic, dedicated, and hard-working employees, the Lakin Dairy prospers in the heart of, as Fred calls it, the Midwest Feed Shed. Always supporting the Lakin High School students, the Lakin Dairy, a verified premium operation, is honored to call Kearney County home at lakindairy.com on the internet.
Deerfield basketball, 7.5 to go in our third quarter, just underway in the second half.
I thought that there might be a running clock.
Fourth quarter.
Yeah, I know, but
coaches
discuss it?
might be able to. I'm not sure. Houghton with the loose ball out front. Smith will be fouled by Sammy out front. Second foul on Vogel, and the clock is stopped. So, I know it's a Acacia rule that with the fourth quarter, but I have seen it on occasion where the coaches agreed, let's just do it.
Yeah.
But you know what, though? I mean, Lakin's well out in front, but it's going to give Lakin a chance to have some players get some playing time. Shaylee Hill with the three from the left side. That's the way I look at it. It's going to give Lakin some chances to get some other players some time. Sammy, top of the key, works it near side to Reagan. Tegan Bachman on the bench with ice on her ankle. She stepped on Alyssa Smith's foot in the first half and hasn't been back in since. Reagan from 16 feet, got it. Reagan Shavir with her fourth point off the bench for the Lady Bronx.
You know what? That's probably not a bad idea either. Why try to push yourself in a game when like this? Just
yeah.
You're
up by 32. You don't need one of your starters to.
Jarrett picking up the foul there.
Jarrett with the foul, her first. Good first half for Brooke Groth with 16 points. Ball knocked away by Sammy. Good anticipation on the pass to this near side. Deerfield basketball, 6.5 to play, third quarter. Alyssa Smith dribbles to the left side. Lakin in a 3-2 zone, now stolen out front by Davidson. Davidson up the near side, left-handed layup, just short. Kinsey tipped the rebound out, but right to Giselle Signs. Signs up the near side. And stolen away by Jarrah once again, and a foul called against Brenda Houghton. That's her third. I liked Sammy on the defense that time.
Yeah, that was a great hustle. Got there and stopped the ball.
Giselle Signs dribbling up, but Sammy just stayed right in her hip pocket. Didn't provide any advantage or anything like that, but did a great job on defense just to pressure. Foul on Houghton is her third. Jarrah, Sammy, off the elbow, won't go. Battle for the rebound, last touch by Brooke. And Deerfield will get it back. First of two games here on Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube. Thanks for joining us here for Lady Bronx basketball. Boys game to follow 10 minutes or so after the completion of this game. Stolen away by Vogel. Up the floor, Jarrah. And knocked away by Giselle Signs, but Lakin will keep the possession. Kinsey to inbound. Reagan out near the center circle, now puts it in motion, dribbles right side, pass. Sammy, too strong off the glass, Brooke off the glass, and gets it to fall. Brooke Groth with 18 to lead all scorers. Pass off the fingertips of Houghton. She controls, now underneath to Clark. First shot, Sammy got a hand on it. Sammy with the block. Deerfield with the inbounds. Giselle Signs with the basketball. Clark with the inbounds, almost caught Lakin napping. And Shaylee Hill with it out front for the Lady Spartans. Shayla Clark from the left wing. Now stolen away by Jarrah out front. Jarrah up the near side, stops. Bounce pass off the foot of Shavira out of bounds, and it'll go back to Deerfield. Lady Bronx on top 47-13. Signs, bounce pass near side to Shayla Clark. Double teamed. And that foul, that'll go against Sammy Vogel. That's her third. Erin Urie and Sophie Vandernap into the lineup for Lakin.
They only got two for Sammy, but I got three.
I've got three. That's okay.
One
I
in
guess.
the first and 2 here in the second.
Yeah, that's what I had. I guess that's all right. Smith near side. Signs dribbles from the corner. Off the glass won't go. Clark with the rebound. And Sammy with the block. Has the loose ball outlet to Jarrett. Aaron running. Fires from the corner. 3 good. You could tell that was the design play. Aaron got caught up on the elbow there for a moment. Aaron off the bench with 6. Sammy with the steal. And she'll be fouled. I think Alyssa Smith was trailing the play and kind of stumbled. It fell right into Sammy. And foul on the floor. So Aaron will inbounds for the Lady Bronx. Deerfield with the substitution. Ingrid Gardea. Aaron with the inbounds. Reagan runs the loose ball down. Under 3.5 to go in the third quarter. Lady Bronx leading it by 37. Reagan near side, Jarrah. Jarrah off the dribble. Back up top to Reagan. Now from the far corner, Aaron with the 3. That one's short. And it'll stay with Lakin. The rebound off the fingertips of Giselle Signs. Aaron to inbounds from the far corner. Finds Sammy. Out on the wing to Reagan. Now back to Aaron. She'll fire once again from the corner. Got it that time. Aaron Urey with her third 3 off the bench. She has 9. And Lakin on a 10-0 run. They had 2 runs in the first half. One a 15-0 run. The other one was a 12. And part of that 12-0 run, Brooke Groth with 10 of those herself. Signs slips through the defense, finds Hill. Now they work her back to Giselle. Shaylee Hill from the right side. Signs from the top of the key. 3. Rattling around, won't go. Sammy Vogel with the rebound. Outlet to Reagan. Takes it up the far side. And Sophie to Aaron. From the corner. 3. That's short. Shayla Clark with the rebound for Deerfield. Outlet to Signs. Takes it up the far side. Now to Shaylee Hill on the left wing. Deerfield will set it back up. Hill on the wing. In the corner to Clark. And stolen away by Ann Sophie. Hands it off to Reagan. Reagan sprints up the far side. Drives the lane. Hits the layup. Reagan Severe driving past Alyssa Smith and hits the layup. And Lakin with a timeout. Full timeout. We'll take one as well. 1:39 to go in the third quarter. Lady Bronx on top, 55-13. We'll be back right after this.
They said this place was too isolated to call home. They said it was too remote to build a community. And then one day, a farmer strung a copper wire from one fence post to another and changed everything. We didn't build the communities of Southwest Kansas. No, we just brought them together.
Kearney County, a wonderful life opportunity, offers a wide range of opportunities to residents and visitors. Hunting, fishing, camping, golfing, and bowling provide recreation, plus the Lake and Rec Commission provides youth and adult programs in Lakin and Deerfield. Explore the rich history of the county by visiting the Kearney County Historical Museum or the historic sites throughout the county. Take advantage of what Kearney County has to offer. Contact Ralph Goodnight, Kearney County Economic Development, or on the web at www.kearneycountykansas.com.
Welcome back to Lake and Bronx Sports YouTube. Brett Hendricks along with Jared Hendricks. Thanks for joining us this evening for Lakin Lady Bronx basketball. 1:35 to go in our third quarter. The Lady Bronx lead it 55-13. Paola Carrillo back into the lineup for Lakin. Lakin in a 3-2, tipped by Paola. Now stolen away out front. Dish left side. Monroy saves it in. Brooke hits it off the glass. Smith to Hill in the far corner. Now out front, stolen away by Paola, but the ball loose, and Brenda Houghton with the loose ball for Deerfield to keep it in their possession. Signs from the baseline over everything. Shaylee Hill with the offensive rebound. Outlet to Smith. Smith fires, and they'll stay with Deerfield off the fingertips of Paola. Deerfield basketball, 37.2 seconds to go. Hill off the inbounds near side. Three is short off the front of the rim. Ball is loose. And Aaron Urey with the rebound. Bounce pass right wing to Paola. Up top to Ann Sophie. Now left wing. Aaron fires from three. Rattles it in. 4 3-pointers for Aaron Urey. She has 12. It's a 17-0 run for the Lady Bronx. Hill fires at the buzzer, won't go. And that'll do it for our third quarter. The Lady Bronx upping their lead. They lead it after 3 quarters of play, 60-13. We'll take another timeout. We'll be back with the fourth and final quarter right after this.
Flashback to the days of Bebop and Bobby Socks at Flashback's Diner, Highway 50, Lakin. Fantastic burgers, Coney and Chicago hot dogs, Philly, steak, BLT, and chicken sandwiches, along with ice cream treats like the traditional banana split, sundaes, shakes, malts, and cones. Dine in or carry out. Flashback to the days of Bebop and Bobby Socks at the one and only fantastic Flashback's Diner, Highway 50, Lakin.
Refinance your auto loan at Golden Plains Credit Union. You can lower your current auto loan rate by 2% with no payments for up to 90 days. Rates can be as low as 3.25% annual percentage rate. This offer applies to loans financed from another lender. Think of all the money you could be saving every month. This is a limited time offer, so stop by and ask about refinancing your auto loan today. Golden Plains Credit Union. Life with a touch of gold. Member NCUA.
Welcome back to Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube. Brett Hendricks along with Jared Hendricks. We go to our fourth quarter. The Lady Bronx in front of Deerfield by the score of 60-13. And this quarter will go quick. The fourth quarter running clock is in effect.
Yeah, I believe it'll be 8 minutes long. Just taking a wild guess, though.
Yeah, I think you might be right. Paola the drive in the paint, slips through the defender, and hits the layup. Nice drive by Paola Carrillo. Left wing, Hill.
That was late.
And a sideline violation. Goes back to Lakin now. She'd already dribbled to the paint before that was whistled. Lakin basketball. 7 minutes and the clock is rolling for this fourth quarter. Lob underneath. Oh, Brooke off their fingertips, saves it in, but right to Shaylee Hill. Brooke Groth leading all scorers with 20 points tonight. Over to Hill, left wing, guarded by Naeli. Now on the floor, hits it, now puts it up from 8. No good. Urey with the rebound. Aaron brings it up the floor, bounce pass on the right wing to Naeli. And a double dribble. Well, they said she walked with it, but Peyton Ansel into the lineup for Lakin. And Julia Areola into the lineup for Lakin as well. So some younger ladies getting a chance to play tonight. Hill, dish to Clark, off the glass too strong, but a foul called, and Clark will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws.
Her second.
Well, it was announced it was her first, but there's 2 up on the board, but I had her for 1, so yeah. Free throw good by Shayla Clark. Deerfield 2 of 3 from the free throw line in the first half. First attempt in this second half. Clark with the second opportunity. Off the back iron, won't go. And Paola runs down the rebound. Will we have a tie-up? Or, well, I don't know. I couldn't see. I couldn't see past the monitor there, so I couldn't tell. But nonetheless, it's Deerfield basketball. Near wing, Alyssa Smith with it. Off the screen from Houghton. Now trapped, looking for somewhere to go. Ball outside. Knocked away by Paola. And Deerfield will keep it. 4:44 to go in the ball game. Clock is running. 62-14, the Lady Broncs on top. And Lakin will improve to 10-9 with the win. Hill from the far side, dish to Clark. Clark can't get the roll. Ball bouncing around. Naeli comes her way with the rebound. Naeli dribbles near side. Now up to Ansel in the top of the key. Near steal, and now it is stolen by Signs. Out to Hill. Hill, long range 3, got it from the left side. Shaylee Hill leading Deerfield with 8 points. Pass underneath. Naeli fouled on the play. 2 free throws coming up. That might be on Shaylee Hill, I'm not sure. And it is. First foul on Shaylee Hill. Third Deerfield foul in the second half. Naeli at the free throw line to shoot a pair. First one off the mark. Second free throw opportunity upcoming. And that one good. Naeli 1 for 2. Smith dribbles top of the key over to Hill on the left wing where she just hit a 3. Now they work it near side to Alyssa Smith. Ball in the corner, tipped away by Lorena Mendoza. Mendoza battling for the loose ball out front. She'll be called for the foul. Looking at the lineups, of course, Lakin with no seniors, so everybody returning, but Deerfield the same way. Deerfield's got 4 freshmen on their roster, 2 sophomores, and a couple juniors, so a young, very young team for Deerfield as well. Just 5 fouls on Lakin. 2:20, clock is rolling. Ball stolen away. Pass from Mendoza up the floor. Carrillo, the layup, can't get the roll. And the rebound comes off to Brenda Houghton. Outlet to Giselle Signs. Signs, crossover. Cross-court pass. Hill from 12. In and out won't go. Clark with the rebound. Putback won't go. Naeli with the rebound. Hands it off to Mendoza. Under 2 minutes to go. Naeli from the left side. And a turnover goes back to Deerfield. And Sophie Vandernap back in the lineup for Lakin. Clock running at 1:20. Smith gives it up to Hill. Lakin in a 3-2. Now to Smith in the paint. And Sophie was there. Julia Areola was there as well. We'll see who gets the foul. And they give it to Julie Areola. Alyssa Smith at the line to shoot 2. Smith was 2 for 2 in the first half from the free throw line. And that one off the mark. And second free throw good. Smith 3 for 4 from the stripe. She has 5. From the wing, Naeli drives on the baseline, loses the handle, saves it back in, but right at Giselle Sines. Ball is loose. Sines picks it up in the backcourt. 5 seconds to go. She crosses the timeline, and that's going to do it as the ball rolls out of bounds and the clock continues to run, and that'll do it. The Lady Broncs with a 63-18 win over Deerfield, and they improved their record to Deerfield against Deerfield in this series. A 7-1 advantage in 8 tries. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have the game numbers for you, and then we'll get everything set up for Broncs basketball as they get set up for game number 2, the Broncs and the Spartans. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back. Thanks for joining us for Lakin Lady Bronc basketball.
A lot of action on the street today, huh, Willie?
Yep. Oh, check out the German V8.
Good car.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Ooh, 64 dream car.
At Shelter Insurance, we insure all your favorite rides.
Oh, classic convertible.
And have since 1946.
Sweet pickup. Hiya, Muggsy.
Yo.
From Hot Wheels to hybrids, we've got you covered.
Hey, mailman.
Love those shoes.
Hey, where you going?
Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Welcome back to Lakin Bronc Sports YouTube. Brett Hendricks along with Jared Hendricks. Thanks for joining us tonight for Lakin Lady Bronc basketball. The Lady Broncs with a 63-18 win over the Lady Spartans. Let's look at the scoring for Deerfield. Shaylee Hill leading the way with 8 points. Alyssa Smith following with 5. Giselle Sines with 2. Shayla Clark with 2. From the free throw line, Deerfield was 4 of 7 on the night. And now for the Lakin Lady Broncs. You want it, Jared? You want me to take it? Oh, you already took your headset off, so a nice night for Brooke Groth, leading all scorers with 20 points. Erin Urey off the bench with 4 3-pointers. She finished with 12. Sammy Vogel finished with 8. Jared Davidson with 6. Reagan Shavira off the bench with 6. And Sophie Vandernap with 4. Tegan Bachman with 2. Kinsey Loman Fuller with 2. Paola Carrillo with 2. And Naeli Monroy with 1 point. From the free throw line, the Lady Broncs were just 1 for 4 on the night. 0 for 2 in the first half, 1 for 2 in the second half. And with the win, the Lady Broncs improved to 10-9 on the season. Once again, Sarah Wright was not here tonight, and we just wish her best wishes. She was under the weather. Get well soon, and we hope to see you on Tuesday in Hugoton. So that's going to wrap it up for our broadcast here tonight. I want to thank all the great sponsors that make Lakin Bronc Sports YouTube possible. Without them, we wouldn't be able to do what we do on game nights. And thanks to J.D. Ham, our tech support. And that about does it. Thanks to Jared for all he does to produce this and provide our color commentary. And that'll do it. We're going to be back on the air. Oh, give us about 10 minutes. We'll be back on the air with Bronc basketball. Thanks for joining us. We'll catch you here in a bit.